If you hear anything that lands, take notes on it, write it down so that you can remember it. Does everybody see Saturday, the 18th of May, 2024? Is that what you're looking at on your screen? Give me a nods, a thumbs. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna scroll a little bit bigger and take us downtown here to the Taurus sector of the chart. Now, just because of the spacing, it looks like there's only three planets in Taurus, but really there's one, two, three, four, five. Okay, five planets in Taurus right now and on the 18th. But remember, this is a snapshot for Saturday. Okay. Now, if you look a little closer, Mercury is at 3 degrees in Taurus. This is being filmed on Wednesday birth chart Q&A. So today is the 15th, and this is the day that Mercury, the planet of the mind, the planet of communication, has gone from Aries and shifted into Taurus. Now, Mercury was in Aries since March 10th. March 10th. March, April, May, like 2 months, which is longer than normal. And that energy is very fast paced. It can be very intense. It can be motivating. It can bring passion in. It can bring excitement into the mind. It can also bring irritability into our mind. It can also bring sort of racing thoughts can happen with Mercury in Aries. Thinking about what happens when your brain, think about it. If your brain is on fire, if your brain is on fire, that is Aries. When Mercury is in Aries, it's the communication style, it's hot, it's fast, it's like go, go, go. There's a little bit of impatience. I had a day where I went to Marshall's to decompress and I screamed in my car for like 5 straight minutes. And there were people looking at me, and it felt really good just to scream in my car, like rage, rage against the machine, Aries, fire energy. And it's been there for the last 2 months. Now, Mercury has shifted into Taurus. The sun has been in Taurus. The sun's at 28 degrees Taurus right now. So, sun has been in Taurus for a while. Mercury in Taurus really changes how communication is on the planet. And on an individual level, it changes the pacing of our mind. So when we talk about Taurus, there's this like slower pacing, and it's to be felt more, it's to be embodied more. So with Mercury, transiting Mercury, going into now Taurus, we're talking about a more deliberate mental pace where things slow down, and it will be easier to connect to a calmer mind where you're not so frustrated. If you've been feeling like annoyed, you might be, being hit with the Mercury in Aries. It can be a lot. And things are really going to start to smooth out. Not forever, but at least till June 3rd. Okay. And again, as you know, as we've been talking about, when we're talking about Taurus, we're also talking about Venus. We're talking about our values. We're talking about feeling worthy of what we want, feeling worthy of our heart's desires, feeling connected to our body, feeling connected to the heart space. And this gives Mercury an opportunity to drop into the heart. So it gives us an opportunity to drop our minds into our heart. This is a very, very different way to use the brain, because the brain normally is worrying, it's going around the subconscious programming loop, it's thinking about the future, it's thinking about the past, it's very rarely here in this moment in your body. It's like, who fucking knows sometimes where your mind is? It's often, not where your body is. So with Mercury going into Taurus, the focus is being here right now, feeling the breath, dropping into the heart, and really slowing things down, where the pace is centered around feeling it, because Taurus is the five senses. So it's like, what are you intaking? What are you receiving through your senses, through your skin, through the taste of your mouth, what you put in your mouth, also weird. But you understand what I'm talking about. Savoring the flavor, right? What you listen to. Venus is art and music and its beauty. So this is very different from the Aries warrior energy. Aries is about the warrior. It's about the fight. It's about the flame. It's about the passion. Taurus is more peaceful and more gentle and more dropped into the heart space. This will also have us thinking more about being intentional, being more intentional with each moment. Because when we slow down, we can really connect to what is sacred and what is important in our lives and what we really value. Taurus is also about, because it's an earth sign, how you spend your time, how you, let's say, experience your time. And it will give us an opportunity to explore what is really important to us, like deeply, deeply important to us, and how we want to invest ourselves in that. Taurus has this theme of being committed, being loyal to something, seeing something through. And this will give us an opportunity to revisit what we want to be committed to, what is important enough to us, what we really deeply in our heart of hearts want to experience in our lives, with our time, with the people we invest our lives in, who's around us, with the kind of spaces we want to be in. It's just all about how you are investing your life, how you are investing your heart into your life. So there's a different pace you're getting, and there most likely will be adjustments that will happen, because we'll be more dropped into the body and the feeling of alignment, what it feels like to be aligned. That's what Taurus wants. All right, now back at the chart. So I just talked about Mercury. It's at 3 degrees. Today it's at like 0 degrees, because today on the 15th it moved into Taurus. Remember, this chart's for the 18th, for Saturday. Now on Saturday, if you look here, we have Uranus and Venus, 23 degrees conjunction, exact conjunction. This is super, super rare in Taurus. And then we also have on Saturday the Sun and Jupiter, 28 degrees, also in Taurus, on the same day. This is like hitting the refresh button on your heart and on your life. This is a really positive aspect, and it is very, very rare. So Uranus wants us to make any changes in our lives that are going to release what holds us down. It's like the planet that, let's say, hold on, let me just close my door. I have an analogy coming. This is a ridiculous analogy, but I want you to bear with me. Okay, It's absurd. And I want you to stay right here with me while I go through it. I want you to imagine that that someone is in a relationship, okay? So a woman is in a relationship with someone else, okay? And it's tumultuous, it doesn't work, it is toxic, they're not being honest, they're not communicating to each other. It's like very low vibe consciousness. And this woman says, "You know what? Fuck this. I want to grow. I'm out. I am out." And she packs her bags. Okay. She puts all her stuff in these like three suitcases. All the stuff that she's been wearing during this relationship. This relationship's been going on for 10 years. She realizes it's time for a breakthrough. It's time for a change. She's done. Okay. The Uranus can bring this energy where it's like, I'm done. This isn't clearly isn't good for me. I'm ready to step away. So she packs everything, she puts them in the luggage. She books a flight to Italy. She's like, "I'm going to start my new life with pasta. It's going to be the best decision I ever made." So she books her flight to Italy. She goes on her flight. She gets off her flight. She's waiting for her luggage. 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 She finds out, "We lost your luggage." All her luggage is gone, and she is forced to start completely fresh, completely new. Why? On a spiritual level, on a metaphysical level, did the luggage get lost? Was it because the people were not doing their job, maybe, who were picking up the luggage? Was it because there was a storm and the bag fell out? Maybe. But on a deeply spiritual level, could it be that all of that stuff, all of those material items held a consciousness, and that consciousness was a vibration holding the old relationship and holding this other partner? So she was bringing the past with her into the future. Are you staying with me? Are you going on the tangent with me? Yes. Okay. So Uranus can bring surprises. Like, "Oh, we lost your luggage. Sorry." And you're like, "Oh, fuck. I have to buy more clothes." Upgrade. "Oh, yeah. I get to step into a new paradigm with myself." Okay. So Uranus can bring surprises and changes. It can bring revelations. It can bring breakthroughs. It's conjunct Venus. So breakthroughs, revelations, changes, releases around what matters of the heart, matters that are deeply important to you. It is an awakening moment. What Uranus really wants is for us to wake up, to see our situations from the highest perspective that we can, so that we're not playing small in them, and we're not, giving up our power in them, or people pleasing, or being too scared to invest in ourselves, to change, being too scared to buy a new dress that doesn't have the imprint of your ex on it. Oh my goodness. I just had this like funny thought where, when someone breaks up and then they keep the bed, like they have the bed that they had intimate connections with their old partner, and then they date a new person, and it's like, your bed is holding the consciousness. I'm not saying everyone should go buy a new bed. It's just waxing philosophy here. But the point I'm trying to make is that Uranus is a planet, is a great awakener. And oftentimes, if we're not choosing to do things that take us to our edge and are uncomfortable, like thinking a new way, challenging our old perceptions, challenging our old beliefs, because Taurus is about comfort, it is about safety and stability. And the ego loves to feel really safe. And when it gets challenged, it often feels like, "I'm going to die." Have you ever like been met with a challenge and you're like, you want to hide under your bed? You're like, "I'm done. Fuck this. I can't handle this." When really you're not going to die. And you know, we are such powerful beings as human beings that there is so much that we can move through, especially if we're connected to our breath and connected to our body. We can literally, we can do almost anything. We can't fly with our arms, but there's so much that we can do, especially on a mental level. So Uranus coming to have a conversation with Venus saying, is there anything you want to shake up? Is there anything that is no longer aligned? Is there anything that you're holding in your heart? Are you holding any grudges? Are you holding any stories? Is there anything you want to forgive? Is there anyone you want to let go of? Anything you want to let go of? It could be a story. Um, for me, my ongoing Venusian and Chiron challenge is that um, some super hot woman is going to come and snatch my partner away. Like, this will be an ongoing, this is an ongoing story that used to be like right in my face all the time that I've done a lot of work on. But it's like, how much energy do I actually want to give that story? Do I want to feed that wolf, that hungry wolf? So Uranus can come and show and reveal something and say, "Do you really want to hold on to this anymore? Is this taking you where you want to go? Is this nurturing your heart? Is this nurturing your feminine essence?" Because we're talking about Taurus and we're talking about Venus, so we're talking the divine feminine, the one who is grateful to receive, who's not only the giver, but is also the receiver, who says, yes, you can carry my bags. Yes, I will take that money. Yes, thank you. Yes, more please. It's our capacity to receive is also part of Taurus. You think about seeds, they don't float in space. The earth receives the seed. The seed opens into the earth. The seed needs that receptive vehicle. So this is Taurus. That feminine energy has this receptive energy with it. It is the other huge thing on the exact same day is the Sun and Jupiter at 28 degrees Taurus. This is an amplifying aspect where Jupiter brings more amplified energy to whatever planet it is close to. So when it is exact with the sun, we are receiving downloads and solar codes from the sun on a bigger scale. Jupiter also is the planet of wisdom. In Kundalini teachings, it's the planet that bestows us the higher wisdom, the higher lesson, the higher knowing, the higher perception, the higher understanding. There's a lot of lifting energy. I don't know if you can feel that, but it's like, ooh, we're going up into the sky, which is interesting because Taurus is so grounded, right? Taurus is so grounded, and all of these planets are like, come up with us. You don't have to hold it on. Put down your rocks. It's like, drop your boulders. We're going on an airplane. Okay, so it's a really, really exciting time. And this is awesome energy, awesome momentum for. Sorry, my computer is getting very dark. I'm just turning the light up. This is very awesome momentum and awesome energy for making changes, for starting something new that is aligned with your heart, for committing to something that is aligned with your heart, for stepping into whatever is the next level of divine feminine for you. That's Taurus, Venus, divine feminine. More connection with your body, a better relationship with your body, a better relationship with yourself, more self love, being easeful and graceful and compassionate around your pacing in life. Taurus goes slow. It's like, you don't need to fucking rush this. You're not meant to be past where you are right now, or you would be there. That's what Ferdinand the Bull, Taurus, Venus vibes is saying. So we're being easeful and graceful and compassionate with ourselves and exactly where we are in this journey. And as we go into the weekend, it's like opening up to receiving gifts of abundance, receiving gifts of the universe. And abundance doesn't necessarily mean that someone's gonna, transfer $1,000 billion into your bank account, though it could. I don't know what's gonna happen for you yet. I haven't looked at your birth chart just yet. But when we talk about abundance and we talk about prosperity, it's about being open and receptive. It's about saying yes to what you want and putting down any walls that have kept you safe and separate from receiving. Can I have everybody take a deep breath in and a big breath out?